hey, welcome back to Bame Farm. We're just kind of out for a lazy Saturday late morning drive. We came across something interesting on the interstate. Just following a TR70 combine at the moment. We'll see how long it sticks with us, where it gets off and whatnot. I just thought let you guys see that. Just don't see too many of these running down the highway. I guess a Saturday morning would be a good time. The head is loaded kind of funny, wide ways. That's probably making lots of other drivers really happy. I was surprised it was us who made all those drivers mad. By us, I mean the truck driver. Now, I had suggested, or tried to, I would just go with suggest to put the head on in a narrower fashion. Like if we could turn the combine around and put the head over the deck on the front, so that would have a little bit more room to turn this thing around and have it sticking off the back. But he was incredibly more daring than I am. And he was just going to put it on. He figured it wasn't that much wider than the corn head, so just stick it on there wide. I really was surprised when we picked it up. The previous owner set the bean head on the trailer with a 763 Bobcat. That was definitely maxing the skid steer out, but I was surprised that thing had enough counterweight, I guess, to lift it. But they had a couple suitcase weights on the back. He was still mostly doing his turning on the front tires. The backs weren't touching much. It might have helped that he had some metal tracks. Now, it's easy work for the 14 to lift up the bean head. It's a 15-foot cut, roughly 16 foot wide because of the extra sheet metal and gearboxes and chains and belts to drive everything on the left side. I believe it's a 960 head, and the corn head's a 962. Don't quote me on that, but it's something. It's a 960 something. Now, we weren't able to get the forklift on the tractor all the way underneath the head, so it's riding on the very tips. We're going to work on repositioning it. I would have much rather done it on the truck than trying to creep forward a few inches. Apparently the head weighs less than 3,000 pounds because the forklift will raise itself. It has its own lift cylinder. The 3-point can lift it, and then you can raise the forklift of its own accord. Plus there's a tilt cylinder to tilt front and back. The only thing I can't do with it is go side to side. And I believe somebody asked in a previous video when I drug the old gravity box home, who made it? And there's a big sticker on the back that says WorkSaver. Almost on the ground. Almost. Something I gotta watch out with on the forklift when it's on the back of the 14 is that if the back window is open, it's very easy to break the back window. Now, I haven't broken the back window because I was watching out, what might happen when I lift it up, since the back of the cab sits so far back. You kind of saw that in the bale moving video with the 14. I lift the round bale up high enough, the bale will just about touch the back window when the window is open. There we go, repositioned, ready to roll. Now, you probably don't recognize the barnyard. This is up at the neighbor's place. You can see their house from ours, especially if there's not corn across the street from us. They have a little bit more barnyard space, but they're definitely a BTO, big time operator. It's a very large family conglomeration. We figure they farm at least 20,000 acres. At some point we might approach them about videoing some of their equipment. I know they buy most of theirs used. They don't buy anything new right now, just to get the kinks worked out, all the electronics. Just going to park that out of the way for now. Driving slow. And shortly we will come back to get the combine off. I'll let you listen to it on the start. It is a gas. Yes, it's a gas. And I don't know if I mentioned this enough about the K. I can be somewhat annoyed with old gas engines. I don't know if it's an age thing, or just the problems caused by aging versus new electronics. Thing about that combine we followed home. Well, it followed us at a certain point because we passed it. But I have bought a New Holland TR70 gas. Now, I'm not wild about the gas part, but that's okay. We'll make do with this. It should be a fine machine. It's very low hours. The hour meter stopped working at 500, but I don't think it has much over 2,000 hours. Just the story I got from the previous owners, they had it for 30 years or so now, and they said some years they didn't even put out 30 acres of crops. Now they might have gone up to 100 some years. They raised a lot of cattle, it sounded like. I got the variable speed about wide open right now. I had it closed pretty slow. Okay, make the turn out onto the road here. We had the drop deck drop it at the neighbors, so that way we didn't have to make the turn down into our road, which is rather steep. Oh boy. Third gear. Here we come. Come on. It didn't go in. Come on. Alright, why don't you go into third gear? Okay, second gear it is. Come on, variable speed. Oh, I should have tried this out while I was in the driveway. Good thing there's nobody behind me except for the tractor. This is going to be a slow drive home. Faster. See, I don't think they really ever went down the road with this combine. Because all their acreage is there at their house. So I don't know if they've ever used anything more than second gear. But we'll make this work. I'm not wild about it. Go with third. Come on, variable speed. We're going downhill. I guess I got all I got out of the variable speed. It's wide open. So a leisurely 5-6 mile an hour stroll. So I can get this thing to go into fourth gear. Oh yeah.
something to V8. Starts up pretty good. I mean, it's an old gas engine, so it's not as quick as some of our diesels catch, I feel like. It's just like the other TR, gear drive, 4-speed, with the variable belt pulleys. This one has stuff for air conditioning, but it doesn't work. The belt's taken off the pump. The mirrors are useless. They put on these flat truck mirrors, and I can't see much more than just a stupid little square. I need the wide angle convex lenses back on this thing. The clutch is very tight and it's very high, which is much better than ours at the moment. The brakes seem to work when I test drive it, so that's great. And it's eating a few less rocks. You don't see the dents on the side of the combine or the rotor. It has the same seat as the 1890 silage chopper. Doesn't have a cloth seat. Hopefully we've got enough gas in this thing. The previous owners left us nothing for gas in it. It's out. It has tires, they hold air. I'd be okay with trying to find something a little bigger, wider, taller. Let's make the turn down our road. Whee! Finally. Okay, now I gotta try for 4th gear, guys. Come on! There we go. No, don't kill it. Come on. There we go. Yay! Solid action from the governor. Oh boy. And we got people. Woo, just got out of my way. This thing has very little throttle control. Slow down the variable speed quickly. Whew, that was weird. Okay. It's always fun when your first drive's going down the road. Oh yeah, I'm gonna rut this up. So I just smoothed out this mud here. Oh yeah. Thanks for getting over. Yep. Oh, I worked so hard to make this mud nice over here when the county dug the ditches. Okay, wide open. Let's go variable speed. There you go, Governor. Ooh, I don't know how people drove cars in the 70s if they reacted like this thing does. Not that I've driven the K enough. Ooh, that thing was a beast. Had some big hills to climb getting into my cornfields going down the road. Governor didn't even flinch. Well, we're getting close to our driveway finally. This was an entertaining first ride for everybody, nice and slow. Okay, let's try not to kill it. Slow down, come on, come on, come on. Would you quit? Make the turn. Pick. Oh. 3rd gear. Something. Okay, 2nd gear. Okay, we're moving at least. Man, that would have been a long drive if I couldn't have got it in the 3rd or 4th. We got it. Oh boy, Mom's coming out to see. She's gonna stop me. Everybody, wave hi to my mom. Yep, she's waving for the camera. Hopefully the power is still on. It's incredibly windy today. It's November 18th. And we're somehow not getting rained on yet, which is fantastic. Woo! Yeah, buddy. Got a bunch of beans done yesterday. You guys will see that soon. Or have seen that. Okay, we are here. battery. Some of its parts are interchangeable with 14 and 1500 New Hollands. I have no good place to park this right now. Of course, this might be the best in the way spot I can think of. Well, at least Dad was going slower with the head, so I don't feel bad. We just left it on the back of the 14 on the forklift to bring it home. I was just going to take the combine up there. Let's see if this is a good spot. Don't want to shut it off. I mean, it started okay. Had me worried for a second.
Well, folks, thanks for watching us bring home our new combine. And for those of you wondering, yes, the K is going up for sale. Unfortunately, it was a very short stint here on the farm, but I'm hoping I moved on to bigger and better machines. So see ya.